And we are, I should say, oh man, it's time, ladies and gentlemen. It is time. It is Friday night. Yeah, I ain't got nothing to do. So you might as well have some fun with me as we proceed. Hold up, let me get my light right here. There we go. Happy Friday, everybody. Can y'all hear me? Can everybody hear me good? I'm trying something new with my earphones. Can y'all hear me? I see it coming through, so it must be good. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. Okay. What's good, everybody in the neighborhood? Come on in, my friends. It is Friday. Ain't Friday like, don't it just make you feel a little better on Friday? You know, you be like, whoa, like, man, whoo, long week. What's good people? I think I got a pretty good topic for us to get started with tonight. And before we get started, man, I'm going to say shout out. Shout out to the chat, you know, the members. Thank you for your sacrifice. The sponsors, make it happen. Connie, mwah. Yes, you are special. And most important of all, can I shout out God Almighty for bringing me here today, letting us be here, letting us have this, giving us that air, that good crisp air. Oh man, what a day, what a day, what a day. It is a happy Friday, y'all. It is a happy Friday. So this is how we're gonna get this thing started today. Oh man. Narcissist. The narcissist. The master of betrayal. Guys, I think that tonight's show is going to be a true learning experience for most because number one, you have to understand that, guys, every last one of us, the thing that we all have in common, one thing that we have several things in common, but one thing that we all have in common is that, we did not know what we were dealing with until betrayal. Guys, we see it. We see the signs. We see we see so many different things. We see how people act, and you see some red flags. And then, like, people might even, you might share some things with other people and ask their opinion, because at the beginning, we're always trying to figure out, or we're not trying to figure them out at the beginning. We're feeling good, and we're trying to make it fit. We're trying to make it make sense. At the beginning, we're trying to make it make sense so that we're not in a situation where, we like, oh man, I look crazy, and, this person got me looking and feeling crazy in front of everybody, and they done did this and they done said that, and it's this, that, and the third. And so at the beginning, you're trying to make it fit. You're trying to make it make sense. That's what we're doing at the beginning. We're trying to make it make sense. Make it make sense. And we're giving the person the benefit of the doubt on everything. Okay, they told me that they were going to do this, and it didn't happen the way they said, but I'm not going to be the petty one, right? I ain't going to be petty. I'm going to chill. I ain't going to be petty. I'm going to chill, right? We're going to let it go. We're going to go to the next phase. Go to the next phase, a couple days later. And then as we see more and more, we start to see it like this is what it is. But you really stay on the fence because they haven't done anything big yet. They have not betrayed you. You really don't know 100%. Guys, and I'm saying that's none of us. That's none of us. None of us know completely 100% that this is a narcissist that I'm dealing with until they betray you. Until the narcissist betrays you. Until you get to that space where it's like, oh, wow. Wow, okay. So you've been setting me up this whole time. You've been setting me up for the letdown the whole time. Guys, that's what narcissism is all about. That's what it's all about. Setting you up for the letdown. Building this big relationship and everything is cool and everything is it's going like it should. Of course, you're going to have your normal bumps in the road. But guys, this is what I want y'all to start looking a lot closer at when you have those bumps in the road. I want you to look at how the bumps in the road never, the bumps in the road, they're never you. How is that? Now, guys, everybody has that saying now. It's a saying out here. No, it's never just that one person. It's both of y'all. They do some stuff, you do some stuff, they do some stuff, you do. That's what society is feeding us out here. That no, it's not just one person, it's both of y'all. But I want you to think about that. I want y'all to really take a good look at that. We take blame, right? We take blame even though we're on our best behavior. Guys, when you're with somebody you really want to be with, you're on your best behavior. You're on your best behavior. There is no ill intent. There's no bad intent. You intend on keeping this person around. So you want to make everything around you guys as soft, as warm as possible. You want everything to be receptive. You want everybody to be receptive of you. You want a situation where everything is relaxed, but you still take blame. You still take blame. When they do something, you question them about it. And of course, it turns into that, okay, I'm going to be the bigger person. I'm going to be the bigger person. I'm going to chill. I'm going to be the bigger person. I'm going to let that go. I'm not even going to trip. I'm not even going to trip, right? I'm going to be the bigger person. I'm going to let that go. That's your role. Guys, how often, I want to see this in the chat real quick. Just raise your hand in the chat if you recall at the beginning of your relationship with the narc where they had to be the bigger person because you were so toxic. Anybody? Just put your hands up in the chat. If you were the toxic person that they had to be the bigger person and overlook your shortcomings. I'm saying this is a safe space, y'all. This is a safe space. If it was me, I would say it was me. I had issues. I would say it, but I didn't. Not like that. I didn't have those kind of issues where I'm going to do something to purposely run my relationship into a bad or dangerous place. See, that's how we look at it. We look at it like, hold it, if I disappear for a few days, if I come up missing Friday night, I don't want to do that. I don't want to put my relationship. I don't want to do that to my relationship because that's betrayal. That's betrayal. That's how we see it. We look at someone leaving or doing something. We look at someone doing something as betrayal. We look at someone, you didn't come home, you didn't call me all day on a Friday, all night. You didn't check in with me, say nothing. See, we don't do stuff like that. We don't even do stuff like that because we don't feel like we have an interest in it. And guys, I'm not telling you, y'all know this is all about accepting responsibility, right? It's all about accepting responsibility. If you're the one doing the wrong, just say, okay, you know what? It was me. I was tripping. It was this, that, whatever. I was tripping on that. You know what I'm saying? That's easy. That is easy, guys. That's easy to just run right into that. It was me. Guys, think about that though. How many times were you able? How many times were you in a relationship? Were you able to say, honey, I'm sorry. I messed up on this one. Think about that. Because we looking to be wrong. We like, man, I'm hoping that I was wrong. I'm hoping I was wrong. I'm hoping that I was wrong about what I'm thinking about what you doing. I'm hoping that I'm wrong about you as a person. I'm hoping that I'm wrong in thinking that you're deceptive or you're doing things to sabotage the relationship. Hey, Kelly, that's exactly what it's going to be. You're signing up for they break it, you fix it. And that's exactly what it's just a cycle of, hey, they break it, you fix it. The master, guys, a narcissist is a master of betrayal. And for those, you got some narcs out there that are pretty good at what they do. You do. You got some that are pretty good at what they do, and they literally will go out. Guys, really, you have some narcissists that it will take months before you really see a big sign because we see small signs. We do. We do. We see small signs here and there, but it's nothing big enough to make us say, man, this person a narc. Most of the time, it's not. Now, sometimes you got somebody that's so toxic, so corrosive that they can't even hold it back. They don't have an interest in holding it back. They just blurting it out. It's always a crazy argument. It's always some negative. It's always the back and forth all the time. You do have situations out here where we, I see you, Keisha. I see you. We do have situations out here where we, let me make sure I put that in there. We got situations where we get into, we get out there and, sometimes, and it's rare, guys. Honestly, I want somebody to put that in the chat. Real talk. If you were one of the people, like you didn't show up on a Friday night, or you lied to them, or somehow they felt betrayed because you were something happened. I want to know. I would be honest. Just say, yeah, it happened with me one time, or
Hello.
something. What's up, Keith?
Hello. How's it going?
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Yay.
I got my earphones on. I'm wondering, are they
Can you
working?
are you able to hear?
Listen, I hear it through my I hear you through my speaker. So I'm thinking my earplug. This is not one for. I'm sitting there talking with my earphones on. It's all good though. It's all good. So like I was saying, guys, It's important. This is another thing I want to know in the chat, guys. How many of us, how many of us have someone in your life that you can call in a pinch when you have those crazy days where everything is going left and you just like, good God, I just need somebody to talk to this normal. Because everybody right now just talking to me is crazy.
They ziggity boo. Ziggity boo to the Buddha. That's them.
How many of us have somebody that, man, that's a rare thing. That's a rare
Yeah.
thing. I have maybe three people I can call, and it's like, okay, I talk myself back off the side of the mountain. Okay, I talk myself back off the side of the mountain. Because sometimes, guys, sometimes you really need,
Yeah.
especially when you have been betrayed. When you have been betrayed, guys, it does something to you
Mhm.
emotionally, it does something to you mentally, because now everything that you believed that was solid in a space, and we believed it was solid,
We believe. Mm-hmm.
and it was not solid. It was not solid, and now you see it, and it's painful.
It is.
It's really painful when you learn how some situations are not solid the way you thought they were, and you just like, good God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Some things in your life, lots of things, your relationships with the people around you, whether it be your friends, your family, your children, your siblings, guys, when things in your family going crazy, you can have all the money in the world. It's not going to fix that.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to tell you, I saw something that they said that Magic Johnson had gone through with his son. And it's pretty obvious he's gone through some things with his son.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But, it was some other stuff that was going on that's connected to that. And it's like, this Magic Johnson is a billionaire, a multi-billionaire,
Mm-hmm.
and he's in a position to set his son up for even more.
They disobedient to parents.
They
That's
this
the time we in.
the time.
Your own child would do witchcraft on you. Your own child will do witchcraft on you for some money. Your
Mm,
own child. And
ooh,
that's the kind of stuff we dealing with now. Like we dealing with the parents doing it, the children doing it, the people that you think you with, they doing it. Everybody online, and everybody trying to get a quick buck, and so they all doing what's trending, and they all saying, hey, set up this altar, do this, you're gonna get some money. And
come on.
they tell them anything. Nothing that happened to your mom if she's covered, and whatever they want to say. I don't know what they tell them, but they tell them something to make them do that dumb stuff. And then you in a position where now you have to pray, but you got to cover your child that's attacking you. You got to cover people you love and care
But
about
hold it.
that's attacking you.
But hold it. How many? I want to hear that. I want to see that in the chat real quick, y'all. Just real quick again, because you know what? I'm gonna start breaking this place down into a totally different arena. How many of y'all pray over y'all children? Just put a one in the chat. If you pray, if you just pray for your kid, you just, God, please help this. You know what? I have said it. I have said, I'm just saying, but that's real. But I'm being real.
Mm-hmm.
How many of us have prayed over our children? How many of us pray for our children and our families? Because everybody ain't doing that. Because everybody ain't living like that. Because everybody don't have access to that.
They
Do
don't
you
got
hear me?
access.
Do you hear me? Do y'all understand that if your children in the time we living in right now, if your children ain't getting it from you, if they're not getting this knowledge from you direct, they not gonna get it.
Mm-hmm.
This devil out here, man, done broke it down out here to the point where they wide open. It's open carry out here right now.
Yeah. And the women are the pillars. So, like for the children, because the women's supposed to be in the home, they're supposed to
Before
be in
we,
the home.
hey, Keith, before we go to the women, I want to jump on one thing because I want to hit y'all with this while it's on my mind real quick. The current leadership in this country, I hope they don't strike me for saying this, good God, is here, is here not only to dismantle dismantle. Do y'all see the country being dismantled?
Yeah.
Not only here to dismantle it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna tell you why I know the sign. I'm gonna give you say the signs that I see to show that he is here to totally erase, dismantle, and destroy.
Yeah.
Okay, I want y'all to look at some of the things that they're doing. In that, what was that big bill he had? The big bill 25 something. What was
That's
that?
not the big beautiful bill, is it? That's something different.
No, I'm saying something 25 that everybody was against. That they saying
Yeah, I remember that 2025 bill. Er,
something 2025 and some bill that he had. But
yeah.
I was listening to somebody was going, because people watching
Project 20. Okay.
it, Project. There you go,
NBC1.
Project 25. So people were following him, and they were looking at how much money his administration has stolen, just taken from the taxpayer. It's just an open checkbook. They just open the bank doors and say, "Hey, man, go in there and take all you want. Take all you can carry out."
Mm-hmm.
Now, one thing that we're looking at is, okay, well, maybe because all of them are in on the take, right? But they know that the people not going to just stand for that. Sit here and watch as y'all take everything and make us all poor. We sitting around here eating beans and rice, and y'all still eating steak and shrimp. No, he is in the position right now. He has positioned himself right now to destroy this and take all the money. And guys, what I'm saying is that in a country where we sitting there thinking about they talking about he gonna run for a third term. It's in the
Yeah.
Constitution. The Constitution says you cannot do that.
And they.
And he's not even. But look, he's not even worrying.
Mm-mm.
He knows he got a. They know something coming. We don't know is what
I'm
I'm
gonna tell you what's coming. I can tell you what's coming because they said it's very specific. They use words. He said we don't need to have the people give them a third term. We need to have the will of the people. The will. Do you understand that there is a technology out here because of all this stuff, the metals that they're pumping into people's body? If you are not sealed with God, if they do that frequency, you will go there and you would like a zombie punch in. Yes, we want to have a third term. Yes, we want Trump. You would do all of that. How do you think that they get those things to start those riots and things? They do those with its frequencies. There are certain towers that put certain frequencies out there, and the frequencies, the
right.
nano that's in people,
Hey,
it gets them angry and things.
Hey, Keith, tell me this though. One, tell me what you know about this or what anybody may have heard about this. I've noticed that in some neighborhoods and on some highways,
Mm-hmm.
the street lights are now black lights.
Yep. Because they're gonna look for that luciferase people. They setting this system up because they got a plan for 2030.
What is
Luciferase is Lucifer ace, like an enzyme. Ace is enzyme, but the Lucifer part. So it's something that they've been putting in a things there. And when they put that in the things and people get multiple things of them, then they will glow. You know, they'll be like the glow parties. Everything that Satan does is the glow. It's like that's why he's into the glow parties. That's why they had all the finger paint. So you glow on the inside, and this is something that lets them know that your DNA has the Lucifer ace in it.
Keith, somebody told me something similar to that. Like you will be able to see who has
Mm-hmm.
what based on those lights.
The lights.
Because
Yep.
one, I was like, why would they have black lights outside in public? Like it was. I was like, that was the strangest thing to me. Like, but we can see other things are coming now, guys. The bigger part of that to me is they're asking for almost $2 trillion. $2 trillion. I want y'all to understand that this same military that they sending over there,
Mm-hmm.
man, man, I pray for you if you have children or relatives in the service. I pray for you, man. I pray for your family, just like I'm praying for mine, because I got a cousin that is in the military. That
My
Lord
nephew.
praying he don't have to go over there, because they sending them soldiers back in body bags, man. They lying to us. A lot
They
of the
don't know what they fighting. I'm telling you, what they fighting over there. We need people
you,
got to get away from the narcissist.
and you
That's the number one thing.
we cannot win with
Mm-mm.
what's going on over there right now. We cannot win, and they know it. They know it. And I'm saying, you ask them for almost $2 trillion after you've already exhausted the entire budget.
It's to
He's
bankrupt
already
everybody.
exhausted. He's already exhausted almost $1 trillion budget. Now he's saying, I need almost two more. And guys, this is what I'm saying to y'all. This is what I was leading up to: the betrayal. Right now, they saying, man, we need to get these pockets as fat as we can get them, because we're gonna take this money and run. He gonna take that money when they get that 1.5 billion, and then they gonna say, okay, the war's over. We got the money now. The war's over,
Mm-hmm.
because the
Yes.
bombs, all of the weapons that we supposed to be taxpayers paying for. How you run out of bombs? How you running out of weapons, and you supposed to have the biggest stockpile of weapons in the world? We in this country, the budget, the budget in this country is a budget that pays for more military armament than every other country together.
Yeah. It. We have to.
Can't explain why we hot you in the middle of an engagement, and ain't no, you ran out of weapons.
They know how this going. That 2027 about to come. That's a UN pack already there.
27,
They
y'all.
already know how this is about to go down. They have cryptocurrency. They have digital. They're gonna have digital passports. They know what they're doing. They're gonna put everybody on a universal digital income. That is coming. You know, we
Kids,
have to really understand what we're dealing with.
listen. So I work in, I live in the DC area. Y'all know that's mostly government. That's government. That's the biggest area of government in the country. I saw that they just passed that bill. We passed it, and I think as of either August or September, they now have the right to fire you. But everybody works in the federal service. They have the right to take your job, fire you with no cause. I could not believe that something
Yeah.
like that passed. That, and I'm not talking. If at first they made it look like it was just executive positions, it was just executive positions. No, no, they're saying it, and then they saying, if you don't, that one of the terms that they say, if you don't, if you disagree with the government, the current administration, they can fire you.
Mm-hmm.
So all of us, the freedom of speech that we're using right now to speak against this dude, he's saying that not only can they fire you, but even for people like me who have retired, if I decide to go back to work and work for the federal service, they can bar my name from
Mm-hmm.
being able to come back to the federal service. They can bar me, and they do not have to notify me. Do y'all understand what that means?
Yep, that's what they're doing. You got Flocka.
It means that, well, we all know what it is. Certain of us, many of us,
This is it.
many of us, Please. They, if you don't like him, you already, he can just walk in there and kick you out.
Mm-hmm.
They can look at your Facebook and see if you ever say anything negative about him. Oh, you don't work here no more, and don't have to give you a reason. Never heard of a
Right.
time, or I've never heard of a country that you could do that in until now.
Till now, and time is sped up. The moon doing crazy things. You got people up here. This is what we are dealing with now. When narcissism is released, that is the antichrist. That's an antichrist spirit. So that thing, it infiltrates people, a collective conscious of people,
Mhm.
and that's what's in our government. Period. Like there's nothing we can get around that. What they doing over there, overseas, that's something so different and spiritual. The stuff that they let out is turning against them. So what we have to do here, just be covered. You have to really get this now, that there is a court higher than the court on this earth. That is only God's court. If you are not in God in this hour, they're going to do everything that they can to destroy you, because we're in the hour where that system, the AI and everything, is going to start destroying the system.
Hey, Keith. So I see Cynthia said the same thing, and Keith, you sent me a video
Yeah.
from last night. And guys, guys, I want y'all in the chat so we don't feel like I don't feel like I'm tripping. Have y'all been noticing the full moons? It's I'm sitting there like, damn, it just feels weird. It's something extremely different about these full moons. And I'm not saying I know what it is, because I do not know what it is.
I know it.
I'm noticing the energy from it is different than anything I've ever dealt with or seen, anything I've ever felt before.
If people are going through love spells, separation spells, this is the time that their practitioners are casting them. So understand that they are doing things in a hoodoo, voodoo, opiate, all that stuff. They're doing dark arts right now. Now, this moon thing, that was actually on Tuesday night. I'm sitting there. I was tripping. I was going through some things. So I did have a little vape. I was tripping. I don't do that no more because I seen the moon. God know what it take to get me to completely shake up everything. I was like, got it. I'm done. The moon was blinking. Like I'm sitting here and I'm with my son. I'm like, that can't be the moon. I seen that thing back in November. So there are certain people like God just they just can see
Keith,
some
hey
stuff.
Keith, hey Keith. When it's cold outside, the moon, you usually do get a lot more full moons. I noticed that just throughout my life. I've
The
always
moon don't blink and respond to you. The moon was blinking. I said, "Is the moon blinking? Hold on." And then the
You
moon
sure it
looked
wasn't
at me.
clouds moving past the moon?
I
You sure
gave
it
you the video. I gave you the video. The moon blinked and then it looked
wasn't
over at me and then it started hiding. I said, "Is the moon hiding from me?" Because see, they know the heavenly hosts. They know when somebody has the anointing. They know when somebody know how to fight them, and they know when they being seen. Man, I seen them. I seen the green shape shifting thing. I don't even want to say it all because it can get crazy. ET, I mean, shoot, that thing was in. It's a principality. They base their characters off of things, but Hario got the video. I got the video. The moon literally was blinking. I even checked it out with
Man,
the
it is.
children, the little ones. Is the moon blinking to y'all? Because you know, sometimes you can see some things somebody else might not see. They seen it. I even
Yeah,
sent it
yeah,
to
yeah.
people that I know they don't see
That's true.
nothing. He said, "Why the moon blinking? You at tell me why the moon blinking." I even sent it to some of my military friends. Hey, what's up with the moon? What y'all ain't nobody gonna say nothing about the moon blinking?
Man,
That's
I'm
not the
saying,
moon.
I'm
Okay,
saying
that's an orb
presence.
thing.
I'm saying the presence of it.
Yeah.
And then in the daytime, in like in the early AM hours when the sun is coming up, I'm seeing that it's pink. You know, it's taking on different colors instead of usually it fades out in
That's the
white.
aether. That's the northern lights, quote. I'm gonna say quote unquote northern lights. Let's go with what they gonna say. Those are the northern lights. You know, they came down here now. They're not no longer just north. Yeah, that's when the sky is doing some other stuff, but there's always some other activity happening. And then they want to cloud. That's when they do all of the extreme chemtrails. So what they're
Mm,
doing, like there is another war happening. There is. And this is one that they can't fight. They let things out of CERN. that they shouldn't have been touching, and them things said that we can destroy the entire world, and there's nothing that none of your governments can do. Period. And so that's what they did. Frontline people, they know what to do. They're holding it back. That's all we can do
Man, this
until
whole
we can't.
situation, this situation out here right now, again, and what are we talking about tonight? The master of betrayal.
Betrayal.
This dude got us out in that deep water, and he gonna snap. Y'all already know his attitude. He do
Nar-
not. He don't care about his own people. See,
no, not even by his own
don't care
children.
about the rest. He don't care about the rest of us out here.
No.
When the time comes, man, he gonna show us betrayal on a level. He gonna show us betrayal on a level, man. None of us even can fathom that
They
this.
feed on it.
And now I'm hearing different reports, just different stuff on the internet that I hadn't heard before about how his own cabinet now they starting to go against the grain. Like, dude, what in the hell are you doing? You just all over the place. Like,
He don't have a
what's
choice.
wrong with you?
He ain't got a choice. I'm
He
telling you.
and you know what, Keish, that's what I was getting at. He don't for somebody to act like he acting, he don't have a choice but to do what he doing. He
Mm-hmm.
got control of what he doing. The people that's backing him are controlling him and
Yeah.
pushing his agenda right now. And they're pushing it on the people. You got people out there. Anytime your own military buckle on you,
Mm-hmm.
you will never. This dude done had to fire everybody who leads the military. And you gonna go to war somewhere and you done fired all your lead people or
You know what
almost.
he doing.
You can't. You cannot. He's saying, look, man, I don't care what y'all do. Y'all gonna get over there. I don't care what y'all saying. We can't win, but y'all better get over there.
Yeah.
This, what's going on right now, is destined. It is betrayal. He is betraying the people. Man, like they said, the corporation of the United States of America will be no more after this joker here. That's why he's talking the way he's talking. A third term. Guys, y'all
To
gotta,
finish what they want to finish because it's been sabotaged.
but we
Like,
gotta read between the lines on that. How could you do if we know you can't do a third term? Then that's telling us. Then that's code. That's code. You telling us that y'all got something planned, which
here.
basically is, which basically means, as long if the country's in war, he can override an election. You know what I'm saying? He can override it, but he's saying third term.
Yeah.
In third term, he's not saying ain't gonna be no more voting in this. Even though he has said that, y'all ain't got to worry about voting no more and this and stuff like that. He's already said stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
We can see, guys, we can see exactly where that stuff is going. And I'm saying this, from that level on down, from that level on down, now you start to deal with how they deal with us. Because he ain't dealing direct with us.
Mm-mm.
He just putting things out there. He put this in place. He put that in place. They started up that stuff that they not telling us about. And then when it trickles down to us, guys, y'all already see. Right now, you can't even eat salads out here. You did. You can't even eat salads out here because everybody getting food poisoning from eating salads, from eating vegetables.
They have to get their self together. Like, we are in it. He said, when you pray over, just like they using sorcery to change the composition of food, we can use prayer to change it back to the organic. There is so much power that we have. Everything that they are doing, they don't have power like we think they have that power. What they do is they put it out there. Everybody put their energy on it, and then they manifest it to happen. See, all they doing is doing a crapshoot. If people understood how this really works, if they understood the law of the mind, there's a divine law of the mind. law of the mind. People can even look that stuff up. There is so much in our subconscious. That's why they always studying how our subconscious work, how our brain
Mm,
work, because it's attached to the spirit realm. Our spinal cord and brain
mhm.
is tethered to the universe, if y'all want to call it
Come
that. And that is they need us in order to manifest this to happen. That's why it didn't happen in the second term. I seen the documents and the
on.
paperwork where they wanted this to roll out in 2025. It didn't happen because there are some people who know how this works. Hey, we're gonna pray against that. God said he laughed at the wicked. He see them doing this. They build the Tower of Babel all the time. He
Come on.
laughed at them. He said, "Where my
Peace.
people at?" Because this he got an army. He only need a couple, about 3 or 4. Hey, we about to do this.
There
That's
you
how
go.
God roll. That's who they fear. They fear Elohim. That's it. They fear God and they hate humans. The things
And you
that
know
we
what?
fighting, that's it.
But you know what too? Like you just said, everything that they trying, as you can see, just like they trying
Yeah.
in Iran, it's failing. Everything that they got planned for us, they failing. They don't
Mhm.
know how this is gonna fall. They got a
You don't
plan for
know.
how it's gonna fall. And
Yeah.
hey, Maddie, I saw that. I
The
saw that
devil
tweet.
don't know
I saw
what's
that
going
tweet.
on.
Yes,
He
indeed.
don't know at
I saw that
all. The
tweet.
devil has
He
no
said,
clue.
hold on, look. Maddie said that they merged the military with Israel. Our military has merged with Israel. So,
They related. They Germany.
but I mean, we already understand that Israel basically, put America in a position where our dollar became the strongest on the planet. But that day is over. That day is done. They can talk like pirates all they want. We gonna go take this. We gonna go take. Ain't nobody. You all this woofing, and
Hmm.
every day you get weaker. Every single guys. The reason that I talk about the head narcissist, the lead narcissist, because that's how you get to understand that trickle down effect. The minions following them. I started talking about. I'm actually working on a video. I just ain't finished editing. I got to finish editing because I'm talking about how so the many faces of how it trickled down. It trickles down to us and who specifically they're using. Specifically, how they're using people. And I'm gonna tell y'all, just like it really is, just what we was going earlier, how they're using the Jezebel.
Yeah.
Guys, the Jezebel is the most disrespectful, unpleasable,
Hmm.
unhappy, most complaining person that won't take any accountability, won't take the blame for all of the mischief, all of the lies, will coach you right out of your great relationship, will steal your man, will cheat with your man, will cheat with her best friend's man right in her face like it's nothing.
I guess nothing. They
Man,
don't.
they
Jezebel is slick. Like this, if you got them other ones, you got them covert. Oh my goodness, you got the ones that
that
they
covert,
they,
that
they got
covert
that
was
whisper. They call, hey, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, such and such. Da, da, da. Yeah, I was thinking about this and this and that and that. Watch out for that. People gotta watch out for that stuff because whenever there's some things going on like that, discernment have to be on point. One, if there's somebody who got a prophetic anointing, period, Holy Spirit show up. Anytime there's somebody genuine, Jezebel is on the scene because Jezebel got to shut the mouth of the prophetic. So anybody filled with the Holy Spirit these days, hey, they shutting their mouth. That's why most of people got a narcissist. They got to silence them.
hmm
They use
and you know
witchcraft,
what?
they use messages, they use division. They come like them, they mimic. It looks a lot similar, a different force, and they real slick. And hey, man, hey, they be right with us, man.
Look, I'm seeing somebody said something about the dude Fauci. So
They plead
so Fauci, that guys, that's going to be what we call the overt narcissist who just out. He's such a pervert, a Dr. Jekyll, if you ever seen one. That's Dr. Kevorkian right there.
his name mean reaper in
He
Hebrew.
absolutely is. He absolutely is. He's the one to convince everybody to go out here and take that jab. And look what happened. And they had everybody convinced, if you don't take this, you ain't
They
gonna
had
be.
everybody ready to fight you for it.
Yes.
They had relatives like, you ain't coming. Now, if they can do that with that, they can
Yes.
do that with this third term. You think a frequency can't hit just like it hit that madness? My dad ain't speak to
That's
me
what
for
they
months.
do.
And I said, why wouldn't you talk to me? I told you what was going on. Nah, I had to do that. Because he felt a certain way, because Holy Spirit will convict. It convicts.
No, 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 no. So you saying your father was one of those people who was like, nah, 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 don't come around here if you ain't got the shot or if you ain't got your mask on.
He was one that was the mass, because they believe the news. And so
Right.
I kept saying, do not do this. I'm telling you, I've studied this stuff. I see what's in it. I see these little black rings. We got it under the microscope. It's a team of doctors. We up here like, we looking, and practitioners, and we looking at stuff, and we got it down to the parasite that they put in it. We looked at every
Mm,
single thing. So all of this evidence, I'm bringing it to the family. I had aunts and them doing that stuff. They sitting up there now with dementia. My uncle dead. You know, there's a lot of people just gone and disabled. Like my dad got a whole bunch of stuff happen. He almost died. He went all the way unconscious and
man.
temporarily dead. This is what's happening. But
But you
when I was saying it, it was like, oh, you want to come over here with that? I had got sick. I had got to see. And I was sitting up here like, you
mm,
mad at me? This is what they do. They mad at you because
right.
of a decision they made. You ain't
Mhm.
got nothing to do with the decision. You just show up.
They mad with you because they believe with Fauci and his followers,
Mhm.
they believe that pervert. You could look at him and just see he a cold-blooded freak.
Yeah.
He a cold freak, man.
Mhm.
That dude is a cold freak, man. And they listen to that stuff that he put out there and
Yep.
believe it to the point. They believe it to the point where they ready to cut you completely off. Your own relative, your own blood relative, cut
Yeah.
you off
Are
because
you
you
crazy?
you're not going along with they showing you all of these morgues out here full of all these people. And but what they didn't tell people, this the part, y'all. What they didn't tell y'all about all the people that passed away from that virus, so-called virus. They didn't tell y'all they was giving doctors, what was it, 20 or $40,000
Mhm.
for everybody that they said passed away because of that virus.
Mhm.
They didn't tell
Yeah.
y'all that.
They was
What y'all think the doctors was doing? Everybody, hey, everybody that came in here that did passed away tonight, they passed away because of that.
They gave him a certain R drug. It was a protocol. You get a certain R drug. My cousin had a 25,000 page medical record. She was 29. They gave her the R drug. Now you walk into the hospital. You walk into the hospital. How you on a ventilator within 2 days? Because they give you a R drug that's on a protocol also designed by Fauci the Reaper. And then once they give you that, your organs fail because it causes organ failure. And we know that it's
Yep.
the last resort. People that's in the medical field know that. Then they give you that, your organs start to fail. You fight through that. Okay, you're getting a little bit better. Your organs fail again. So they're gonna put you on a non-rebreather because now your oxygen levels are dropping. Your organs are failing because they're giving you this medicine. So then if they give you something, because they
That's
made
right.
a law that said you can't sue them if somebody had that diagnosis, the C diagnosis, but they didn't say you can't sue them if they give a medication that's causing an allergic reaction where you're supposed to stop it anytime somebody's having an anaphylactic reaction. They ain't say that. A lot of people probably got a
Mm,
case, because that's what happened. You
man,
keep giving a
you know
medicine
what?
and you see that organs are
That's
failing, yet you still give it. You're technically,
yes.
unaliving that person.
That was the reason why I was like, I'm not taking that jab. You lost your mind. Ain't no way. You can't sue the people.
Yeah.
If you die or something happened to you, if you get
Hmm.
brain dead or something like, you can't sue nobody. Nah, nah,
How it
you
is.
gotta keep that.
Narcissists,
That's straight,
psychopaths.
straight psycho. And
That's
that
it.
is, and you know what? For real, I guess it's funny because it's hard to call that. Is that overt or covert? Because it's in the open, but it's in the open, but it's hidden in the open.
Is evil. it
It
is a
definitely is
certain type of evil that is out here
totally.
with these narcissists. I'm telling. We thinking they cool, and I mean, we think because we know some of them. We know some of them. We think that they are okay. You know that they got their feelings on it. Anybody that's willing to do witchcraft on you, spell work, knowing that they are summoning an angel of death. They're dealing with the death kingdom. That's what this new stuff is. The all of the ancestors, all that stuff. They're summoning something of death and destruction to you, even if it's to make you be binded to them or love them, even if it's a love spell or a separation spell or different ones, whatever they're trying to do to gain something from you, to gain your affection and resources so that you are pretty much obsessed with them. Anytime
Mm,
somebody is causing oppression and fear, because those are the ones that get launched out when they send in spirits to you, that person hates you because that thing right there wants you to yourself. That's what that thing is does.
mm,
So when we're dealing with these
indeed.
narcissists now, people got to understand we are dealing with warlocks and witches, and they are doing these things. They have an
Yes,
altar. They
indeed.
doing. They putting your name on stuff. They going to
Yeah.
practitioners. They coming in agreement with people. If they doing gaslighting, intimidation, manipulation, already witchcraft.
Hmm.
They're manipulating your psyche, your soul. So when somebody's doing that, and we like, man, we love this person, do we? Are we bewitched? You know, because this is where we at right now. When we know, like my brother's exes came back in the picture after 5 years. 5 years.
Hmm.
Okay, 5 years. This is how
That's
narcissists
normal.
do. Because people
That's
be thinking a
normal.
narcissist is yeah. So they gone 5 years. Now they messing with everybody. They got this young person, all of that. 5 years. Why the soul tie there? Who knows? So I'm like, okay, we know this person practiced witchcraft. Okay, we know that. Everybody is gone. Everybody didn't die, right? No family, all that they gone, except for one person, their daughter. Everything else, gone. These people are not alive. He talking to her.
Man.
Why would you talk to somebody that you know is in witchcraft, dealing with death? You know, people are not living, but they gotta prove a point. You know what these narcissists do? They bewitch a person because they got this dark other mother, this other tree of knowledge. People are trying to prove a point to the black snake that they don't know exists. That's the fear snake, because that thing was in the family. That's that familiar. So when you're trying to prove yourself, you're trying to prove to this demon that you are a good person. You're trying to prove to them your value. Satan know your value. That's why he chose you. He know who you are. That's why
Mm,
he got an assignment for you. That's why you
that's
keep
right.
getting them like calling pigeons. You keep getting
Mhm.
ones that's into the supernatural. They spiritual. They doing something different, but they're bewitching. So after 5 years, then he's kind of like, hey China, he's kind of like getting stuck on this person again. I'm just like, hold on, pause. Now you know this person is doing witchcraft. Now, but I'm like this and that.
They were trying to
Mm,
book.
when you get deceived, like these things, these narcissists out here, they have one agenda. I don't care how pitiful they look. I don't care what situation they put in. You don't know how many body counts they
But
got when
you
they
know,
did their witchcraft. But you sit up here and you feel sorry for them, and then you
mm,
want to sit here and you want to rescue this thing that is getting their wrath for how many lives they took. Okay, because they're now broke and destroyed, and they planning on you to destroy you because they need to get your resources, and they gonna need another body. You next. So
uh,
when they planning your
yeah,
destruction, and last
yes,
time when you escaped from this
yes.
person, you was barely alive. When you escaped from them, you were sickly looking. You was all of these different diseases going on. You didn't even know yourself, and
Behold
then you barely escaped. But then they come back, and they ain't nothing changed about them. They don't even look like nothing, but they do witchcraft. And when
it.
they do
Behold it.
witchcraft and you go there and you eat their food or you around them,
Don't
hey
do it.
man, you back entangled.
Don't
And
do it.
it's really hard. I'm finding it really hard for men. Not all men, but men are getting trapped in these traps with the women because of the seduction and sex appeal.
But hold
I
it.
don't
Hold it.
understand
But
it.
hold it. But Keish, it's not just men. See,
Women too.
that's how that's how this Jezebel. That's what makes it so dangerous because she coming to the woman as a friend, as oh no, I'm your sister girl, I'm your this. We here, we gotta have each other's back. But look how she done secretly destroyed the family. Destroy. You ain't no maid. You ain't nobody slave. No, no, no. You
Mhm.
smart. You powerful. You strong. You all of these things.
Mm-hmm.
All these things. And I was talking to somebody. I'm talking about literally on Wednesday. I said, man, I want y'all to just think about this real quick. I'm an old head, so I grew up on I grew up on old school TV. I want y'all to go back to the TV show Good Times.
Yeah.
When James, when James was in the house, that was a family. It was not just a family, it was a community. When James
Yeah.
left, it was guys, it was so subtle that it's very difficult to see. If you don't know what you're looking for, you won't know what to see. When they took James off the show, everybody was free to do what they want. And that was the message. When
Right.
he ain't in the house, we free. It ain't like they
Yeah.
just everybody just turned into this and turned into that. It was everybody's free to do what you want. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the one thing I know about the universe is we have laws in the universe. You have natural laws in the universe. I was taught that the first law of the universe was motion. Okay, the first law of the universe was motion. But the second law had to be control of that motion because motion by itself can become destructive. And if you do not have limits set on everything in your life, if you don't have limits set on everything in your life, too much of anything will become destructive in your life. If you
Mm-hmm.
do one thing just all day, it will become destructive in your life. So everything has a time, place, and it has a limit. And we live in space now that's how Jezebel got in there. Nah, man, they gonna see you do this better than them. It was never about working together. She took,
Mm-mm.
she went and got in she went and got in everybody's ear and twisted everything. She made it so that if you even question, you say anything. I don't care how bad a woman was as a mother. You, that's the only mother you got. That's the only mother. She did the best she could,
For sure.
no matter how destructive and corrosive she was. You are taught, and I'm saying that's not just men. I'm saying women are taught that,
Yeah.
and that's giving you a freedom of no accountability. I don't care if you leave your children at home just so you can run out and be with some dude or whatever. Yeah, no, you doing the best you can. It's never. But see, when you got a situation with anybody, you can't hold accountable. That's where your devil at right there. Because see, if you don't hold a man accountable, you got the exact same thing. If anybody that's not going to be accountable, that's not going to come to the table with a fair deal, that's
Mm-hmm.
not going to participate in the family, that has no real care about that family breaking up, anybody, guys, that's a devil you dealing with. I'm telling
And
you,
what?
the most powerful thing we have in this world is family and community. And without togetherness, people out here talking this and
Yeah.
preaching separation.
Because this what we in a place now where men have picked wrong. Unfortunately, we about 3 generations down. Men picked wrong.
Yes,
But
yes,
God, when God step on the scene, he be like, "All
yes.
right, everybody, Adam, where you at? Come here, man. What's up?" because he gave
Yes.
specific instructions on the type of woman that is supposed to be picked in order to have a family to produce righteous seed. When
Hey,
a harlot is picked, that's it.
Keith.
Everything is destructive. It ain't no fixing that,
Hey,
because
Keith.
it literally say that harlot will tear down the house with her own hands. You cannot get outside of God's law. So
Woo.
no matter what you do, she will
Mm.
tear down her house. She will destroy you. That is the role. That's why he said, don't do that.
Hey,
Leave the
Keith.
wicked for the wicked. He said,
Man,
you the virtuous woman. People like, ain't none out here. Then you need to wait on God, because obviously you got to get
hold it,
yourself a little
hold
bit
it,
more
hold
better
it,
before he
hold
send
it,
his daughter.
hold it, hold it. That part right there. That part right there. Men are not picking virtuous women.
No,
The time.
no,
Most of the time, because we don't know who she is, because
they rare.
the line is so blurred,
Mm-hmm.
and we looking at the physical,
Mm-hmm.
and just like the title for tonight, you don't know who the narcissist is until you get betrayed.
If you don't have the Holy Spirit, you ain't gonna know. That's what it all come down to, because the Holy
You got
Spirit
it.
is
You
the
got
only one that can trump that other voice. That's it. He can trump the other tree. He is the only one. So when you don't have the Holy Spirit, chances of you getting a narcissist or a Jezebel is probably 99.9%. You're probably gonna end up with one, because that's what's gonna get sent your
There
way.
you
And they're
go.
gonna be
You
kind,
know what?
and they're
But
gonna be sweet, and you gonna think like, oh, they cook, they do this and they do that. No, he was very specific in his word. He said, this one you get, Proverbs 31, they gonna fear him. They're gonna have a fear of him. They're gonna have a conviction. There's gonna be something about them that when they talk to
Mm.
you, most of that conversation is going to be about him in some way. They can't not talk about him. So that's going to be first and foremost. It's going to be favor on their hand. Whatever they do, going to prosper. Everything they touch is going to prosper. They're going to be able to see your destiny. They're going to speak into your destiny. They're going to understand spiritual warfare, because they got to keep that house intact. Jezebel going to tear that house up. The virtuous keep it intact. Wizard of Oz, understand that there was some red ruby slippers, right? Remember the red ruby slippers? Now, a
Mhm.
virtuous woman is rarer than a red ruby. That's like 1 in a million, right? Red ruby. Why you think the witch in Wizard of Oz, the Lululand, had red ruby slippers, giving them to Dorothy? Because the witch also tries to anoint her children, the Jezebels, and make them appear to be virtuous. Those are red
Mm.
ruby slippers. Those are not the real thing. The real thing only can come from God. I understand that's a revelation. See, the Holy Spirit, he dropped nuggets.
You cooking
That's why
tonight?
we need him.
Casey, you cooking tonight? Hold up, hold up. What was you gonna say, China? We don't
oh,
block
I was.
you up.
I think I kind of lost it. But what I was gonna say was, um, oh yeah. See, and that's why I'm so against. Even when you say try to get somebody that work at McDonald's and stuff, those people, some of them, not all, be struggling. And that's our problem. We don't sit back and watch to see why this person is in this situation that they're in. We have that fix it, or that we're going to build together. We think that somebody that don't have anything know how to build, which really it is. We don't understand why they don't have anything. And so we go and dive into these relationships thinking that we can save this person or that we can build together.
Mm-hmm.
And that end up being these people that tear us down. We rush
Mhm.
into things. We don't use our discernment. That is very
That's it.
important. And that's God speaking to you. Because I've had certain instances where something said don't do something, I did it, and I suffered the consequences
Ooh.
for
Mm-hmm.
not listening.
And
Mm.
they pick these ones. That's how my brother is. They listen to the guy that's no longer alive. Okay, listen to the one that's not alive. But they listen to him and they say, pick somebody. You don't want a woman that make more money. If you understand how God works, everything in a household that's building together, when there's a covenant, he's the financial provider. So there might be times where the man is probably making more. There might be times the female might make more. However, the man is usually governing the finances, but it's flowing. There's no beef when God is involved. That
There
doesn't
you
even
go.
exist.
It's
But in a
harm.
home of the world where they say you got to find somebody, a woman that don't make enough money so you can be in control. Okay, Leviathan about to get Jezebel. You don't understand that girl in there. She burning sage. Why she burning sage? She in a witchcraft. Why she in poverty? Because she's in a witchcraft. Now, when you sleep with her, guess what? According to the word of the living God, which is the divine law, once you sleep with her, your entire inheritance goes to nothing. You will be reduced to a piece of bread. That is poverty. Poverty comes with witchcraft. So no matter who you pick, no matter how broke you feel like they are, no matter how much you feel like, oh, I got a place where they can be able to sleep, I'm in charge,
Yeah.
they're going to always be around me. No, their demons are going to always be around you. Jezebel sent her to finish you off. Now, if you want to be destroyed, go ahead and be with the broke one. Y'all going to be sitting there struggling, suffering together. You're going to have to be high. You got to stay high for that, because you can't just sit in that stuff and not be disconnected from yourself while the devil's kicking your butt, robbing your inheritance and destroying you and your family and your children, because that's who he after, the bloodline. So when you sit here and you deal with that because the world told you to, and because this person is always around, you think they laughing at you. They ain't even present. Okay, they just laughing because you passing a blunt. That's it. They don't care what you saying.
Mhm.
You got some weed today?
Oh
Okay,
man,
they got an addiction. That's
listen.
it.
Hey,
And
I,
that's
I
all.
posted a video yesterday about how this guy was saying how you have you got to protect your circle because you got people that only, man, these people want to be near you, but for real, deep down, they can't stand you. They want to
Mhm.
be in your presence. They pretend they on your team, but secret, and we be keeping them around because we can sense that this person, you got some bad energy there, but they pretending in your face, and we know better, but we still trying to figure out what is exactly is it that they want. And the way the dude broke it down was he was like, nah, what they around you for is they want verification, people. They want verification. They want to verify whether you the real thing or not. They waiting to see, are you gonna fall? Are you gonna make it? Are you gonna put things
Yeah.
together? You'll see, you talk about things you want to do, how you want to live, and this and that, and they're watching, and then they trying to mimic what you doing, but secretly, they always trying to outdo you. They pretending, oh no,
That's
no, no, we
Jezebel.
cool, and I'm this,
Right.
but they
Jezebel.
watching every detail of everything you, man. They counting every penny that you spend,
Uh,
anything that they see, they judging you for it. They
anybody, anybody commenting on your post, they going to their profile.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody you in a picture with, they doing face recognition, trying to figure who that person is. They
yes,
going in people inboxes and
yes,
everything, spewing hate, lies,
yes.
all type
Mm-hmm.
of stuff on you. This
Mm,
world, somebody said this world is on demon time. Yes, they
it
That's
are.
is.
They are
Yes.
on demon
and they
time all the way.
yes.
This
And
is
they can't wait till
real
you fall. Like
business.
they want to, I got you fall, like all that stuff. But see, this is what you don't understand. Okay, did he not say he married to the backslider? Did he not say the church was a whore? I mean, that's why he had to come and die himself. Like, are you kidding me? That's
Man,
what happens. But when you have a covenant, when there is an everlasting covenant with him, that covenant cannot be denied. It don't matter how deep you go. I done been in the pit so many times. I just got out the pit. He will come to that pit for you. When he say her the daughter first, he like any other father. They got a rebellious daughter. They sitting up here to dad like, all right, go ahead and do what you're gonna do. He a king, so she leave out. I'm about to go out here. He like, hey, guards, angels, just go, just follow her. Just make sure she don't do too much. When
mm,
it get too rough and that daughter get the crying, he on it. He gonna snatch her up out of there. Then all hell gonna break loose for all that whole thing, because you're dealing with royalty still. You can't certain things, certain people you just don't touch. Like you don't touch them. You let God
And they
handle
right
his people. When you
because
when you touching that, ain't good.
you got some very evil people out here that would
Very
just
evil.
look at you and say to themselves that I want to destroy that person.
Yeah.
That hate, that envy, that jealousy is a dangerous drug. And people, all they have to do is cross paths with you and
ooh,
know that they want to destroy your
Yeah.
life, that they want to ruin your life. Their job is to have you killed, is to
Yes.
have you taken
that's
off this
crazy.
earth. Y'all think that they just want to destroy your finances and everything.
Mm-hmm.
No, they want you gone because they cannot be you. That low self-esteem
Yes.
is a monster.
Yes.
It's a real monster.
They
We
be
are
upset.
underestimating these people and how they feel about themselves and how they perceive us. And when they can't be us, or they
Right.
can't provoke us, or try to embarrass us, they
Mm.
they go deeper, they go harder, because their
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
job is to remove you from this earth. If at
Yeah.
first I just thought that it just used to, oh, let me see her fail, let me see her do this,
Mm-mm,
let me see.
mm-mm.
No, they want you dead. They want
Yeah.
you gone,
They
because you're
want
Mm.
you
one less
gone.
person that they have to
Right.
worry about, that's better than them, that has a light, that's not. And these people are
That's that life.
miserable to the infinity degree, I'm telling you.
Yep. And what you have, like when you have God, the Spirit of God, He came to convict righteous. He came to convict the world of righteousness. So He give you your conscience, convict the world of sin, and convict judgment, or He executes judgment. That's what His presence bring. That's what God's presence brings. So when somebody's sitting up there and they just all full out darkness, they can't even be comfortable around you. They shifty, they moving, they don't know what to do. The demons inside of them are disturbed because the presence of God is around. Anytime the presence of God is around, angels is there too. It's a all out war, and you thinking you on a date. You thinking y'all just dating. I'm into them. Oh, they cute. They ride too. We floated. Nah, that thing is sitting up there telling them, you gotta destroy her. You see the way she just looked at you. She planning. You know them altars you got. She got some on you. That's their crew in their head. These people are demonized, possessed,
One-
psychotic.
that's one part that most people, even myself, never thought about, that because they are evil and
Mhm.
wicked, and they naturally think they know what they doing to you. They know they got an altar for you somewhere.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So they thinking you doing the same thing to them.
Yep.
We always wondering what makes these people think. What are they thinking about? That's what they thinking about. They thinking about, oh no,
It's
I
your
know
dog.
how I know how I'm doing you.
Yeah.
I know how I'm doing you. So yeah, you gotta be doing the same thing. Ain't nobody
Mhm.
crazy. Yeah.
And it's
It,
just crazy because, man, these people don't care about nothing. They don't care about your life. And those are the people that's gone. Those are the people that God cannot reach. Those are the
yeah.
ones He turned over to their flesh and to their desires, because their heart is dark. And that's why He said,
That's
guard
it.
your heart. We equate that to when finding love. No, He means in this world, because we
Mhm.
can end
Mm,
up like these people with a dark
Yeah.
heart so far gone that we can't turn back. These
that's
people
right.
cannot
Yeah.
turn back. Why do y'all think they ruined so many relationships and so many lives? And it's just by the grace of God that a lot of us are still here today.
Mhm.
Because, like I said in the past, we have some people that are not here because they couldn't take it. And they did exactly what that was designed for them
That's
to
it.
do.
Yep.
And so, count your blessings and count yourself under God's grace and His mercy, because you are here. Every day that you wake up, every day that you breathe, is by God's grace and mercy.
His mercy.
Because
Yeah.
these people, they don't stop. They watch you for years. They watch on social media. They watch. It's never a time that they not watching to see you fail. Y'all
The
think it
never
when you
ending
fresh
story.
out, they just want you to fail? No. It could be 50 years from now. They're
Ooh,
still watching you. As long as they can breathe, they're watching.
hold it.
And
Not
they
only
will have a
listen,
whole
listen,
shrine. A
hold
whole
up,
shrine.
listen. Not only are they watching you, y'all, I'm telling y'all from two different narcs that I know, that I'm watching. They got fake accounts. They watching you from fake accounts. They listen to me. For all y'all who think your life ain't that important and think that we just feeding y'all this, I know for a fact everything I'm telling y'all right now, everything I'm telling y'all from people that I've seen, that I see doing it,
Mm-hmm.
and they got fake accounts. And guys, when they plan you close to because they want to be around you, they want to know everything that you're doing. They got a whole fan section of people. They having a conversation about you that you don't know about, that
Mm-hmm.
you don't even care about. You don't even care about. They got
Right.
a whole section. Listen, y'all, they got a whole department full of people and they check in with each other on a
On
daily
daily
basis.
basis.
And
Yep.
they having some of the low levelest conversations. They are so sick of you. They hate your guts that they don't have. Listen, and guys, I know that most of the time we be
I don't
thinking,
even know why they hate you.
why they tripping off me when that person got more money than me? They got a bigger house than I got. They got more of this, they got more of that. That ain't it. See, what they looking at is you have a level of charisma. You know how to carry it in your life. You know how to manage your life in a way they don't.
Mm-hmm.
See, they might make twice the amount of money you make
Yeah.
and not have as much as you have. And they absolutely hate your guts because you won't tell them how to get what you got, how to do what you do.
And they
You,
can't do like when you dealing with a narcissist. Oh, they it's a curse involved. See, when they've been lying and manipulating, they don't realize that God's word, God is who He is. It's just that's how it is. When you a liar and a thief, there is a scroll that is in your body, okay? Because now your temple is your body. It comes into your house. Your house is your body. That's who you are. There's some curses on the front and the back for destruction. That's where they get that Khalil thing from, a Khalili or whatever that blue thing is over in India. That thing of destruction, that's what it's called in Hebrew. That's the name. So they send the destroyer. So the person's life is already on the road of destruction because they chose darkness. You know, the prince of darkness, all he can do is kill, steal, destroy. That's what he does. That's what his team does. Nothing else. No life, no prosperity, none of that. He just stealing destinies. That's a thief. So when you're dealing with the thief master, Satan, and then you his agent, you his puppet, you're inheriting those curses. So now you walking around miserable because guess what he released on you, the tormentors. So now your mind ziggity boo. You don't know why this person got peace. So now they talking because when it come time for somebody that God got their hand on to make that person fall, Proverbs 4, when they say don't cross paths with them, they can't sleep until they make you fall. Them demons be tormenting them so bad. They be like, I don't know why I'm thinking about this person, but I got to
Yep.
make her fall. They hate you so
listen,
bad because it's the light in you. The light, they just like Satan hates Christ. That is because you got Christ in you. They kids hate you. They hate you and they don't understand why because you help them and then they hate you for helping them. They hate you for caring.
Yes.
They hate you for going out of your way and making time for them. They
they
hate you and they want to hurt you for that.
listen, they hate you because your life ain't fell apart yet. And they don't
Right.
understand why.
Because
They
they
don't
don't know God
understand.
gonna hold it together.
They don't understand why because what they see is everything in their life.
Hmm.
Guys, they gonna have good luck. You can forget if you think everybody's gonna have ups and downs in life.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Hmm.
Just because you're a good person, it doesn't mean you're not gonna bad things aren't gonna happen to you because they are. But with them, when they get something that's good, they only getting something good so that they can lose it because
Hmm.
that's a pattern in their life.
Yes.
Everything that they get, everything that they get, everything that they touch will fall.
Yep.
Everything around
Yeah.
them, there's nothing that won't be consumed. And they look at you with a level of disdain because you're living this normal life. You're living this normal life, and they out here can't figure out why these things, why is your life run so smooth? To you,
Hmm.
your life, you like, man, I got bills, I got this, to
Right.
to them, they like, man, everything in their life is extreme.
Hmm.
Yes.
Everything. It's extreme. It's when they lose everything.
Yeah.
It's one or two things. It's everything around them. It falls apart. No
Yeah.
matter how much money, and they able to make money. You can
Yeah.
see it. You can see it with the leader of the country right now.
Hmm.
He's able to make money. He's made. He went from being worth 2 billion. Now he's worth almost 7 billion inside of 1 year.
Yeah,
Because
because
he was the whole key.
he's been ripping off the government.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
and,
Exactly. And they about to get him. And they gonna get him. They not
If
letting
and
him.
people would, if
I
people would,
say this. I want to say this before I lose it though. A lot of people seem to forget that we're dealing with predators. When they see
Yeah.
us, they can see the pain in our eyes, but we manage to function in life and do good in life, going through the pain that we went through. And that's what makes them jealous of us. That's why a lot of us will say they got money. What it is about me? Because they can't buy their childhood back. All that money cannot buy their childhood back. It can't put their life back and rewind where they wasn't abandoned or where they wasn't mistreated in life. It doesn't buy them your life. It
mm-mm.
doesn't buy them your happiness, your joy. The only thing it could buy them is materialistic
Yo.
things that can only get them validation
Hold
for
it.
so long.
Hold it. Hold
Validation from people that
it.
don't care about them.
Hey China, you got to rewind that. You got to rewind that one more time. Good God. You got to go back and say that one more time. That
I
was
said
cool.
that the money cannot buy them their childhood. It cannot buy them your happiness. It cannot buy them your peace. It cannot buy them your life. It can only buy them materialistic things that will only get them validation for as long as that thing is new. Once
Yeah.
people get used to seeing those things that they got, they're like, oh, cool. Oh, and then now it's just that person. Here comes such and such. These people got to continuously spend money on things in order to get validation. That's
Yeah.
why a lot of them have money because that's the only way they're going to get the validation. But then people see through it like, man, why you always bragging on everything you got?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's all they know to do is brag on. It's like, man, every time we see you, it's about you, and what you got. If you think you better than us, why are you coming around us?
Don't none of them like each other, but they rock with each other because ain't none of them got no light for real. So when you got a bunch of dim lights or dark people, dark energy people, they can sit there and vibe. They can be like, oh, da da da. Somebody get hurt, fall and hurt themselves. That's funny. Somebody's pain is funny. Yeah, it's funny to them. That's the kind of stuff my mom and them will watch. They'll sit there, somebody bleeding and all of that. Them blooper, like somebody really getting hurt. That's funny to them.
Oh
Yeah.
So
yeah.
they'll do that. She like to go. She was like, oh, anytime it's a fight, I like to go watch the fight. You want to go watch somebody get beat up instead of helping and making a phone call or
Mm-hmm.
getting some help there? Yeah,
Yes,
they
And
do
indeed.
record it.
because they're
Yeah.
very wicked people. They are mean, sadistic, wicked people.
But you know what? The thing I like about what China just said, how because we don't believe that these people are really as miserable as they are. Y'all don't, man. That's why I said say it again. Cause y'all don't understand. They trying to mimic
Mhm.
your life, but they can't.
They
No.
can't.
All they can do is buy an outfit, buy a vacation, buy a
Yeah,
car, get some furniture. That's all they can get. After they get it, it's dead. After
yeah,
they after they get what they bought, that experience is totally dead. That's why they got to keep renewing. You got to keep constantly
hmm,
renew it, because they don't live a life of satisfaction, and that's why they nasty to everybody, because they think that's what makes people look up to me, to be
yeah.
nasty and to be vulgar and evil, and nobody
Hmm.
likes them. Nobody really likes them, guys. One thing about a narcissist, I'm gonna tell y'all. One thing about a narcissist, when you see them and they amongst their friends and people that you think like them, those people are only there for one reason. And that reason is they are waiting. They're waiting. Guys, everybody wants to know, is there really a heaven and a hell?
Mm.
Everybody wants to know that. And they want to see, they like, man, I've been watching this person And I'm gonna use an example. I ain't gonna say who it is, but I'm gonna use an example of a dude that I know. Everybody watch this dude. I mean, dog his wife. Just it ain't even a question what he doing. And then because it's funny when he's saying it and he doing little stuff. He bringing girlfriends to the cookouts. And, I mean,
Yeah,
just out there with it.
they do it.
And then when everything hit the fan and he got it back, good gracious, did he get it back worse? Did he get it back with finding out what she had who she had taken his spot in your house, in your bed, in your
They can handle
clothes,
that stuff.
in your clothes, and find out, and then you lose everything, and I mean everything, and then fall down so far that you didn't even think you was going to be able to get back up, and you still need to reach out to her for help sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Still, because life ain't gonna get better. Y'all be thinking that they don't went on, and cause it look a certain way. Oh man, nah, they all right. No, they not. No, 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 no. They living pillow to post. Every money comes, but it's snatched away real quick. They,
Yeah.
they get some nice stuff here and there, because it's about, yeah, no, no, no. You're gonna keep your image, because their life is all about things being snatched, being taken from them. That's what it's all about. They keep that game face on and everything. They want to have a laugh, but deep down inside at their core, I'm telling you. See, ladies, I'm on the other side. I know guys, and I know guys that have gone through it.
Mm-hmm.
I watch and I see, because everybody sits back like, damn, dog, why you gonna dog her out? Like, she good people. And then you run off to somebody that drag. Do you
Mm-hmm.
hear? Run off to somebody that drag you through absolute hell,
Yep.
hell bent on a hell you ain't never even dreamed was real. You ain't never even dreamed of that kind of, but it all, see, when you on the other side, that sometimes those people, they looking at it like, oh nah, he probably, just loving life, just chilling, everything is good. Nah, it don't work like that. It don't, and I'm saying I've seen it on both sides. I've seen women go through the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh man, just
It's
yeah, they
horrible.
thought the
It is
grass
just
was greener.
horrible what you go through with these
Yeah.
people, because if you are, they specifically target you for one. And then if you are somebody who, I mean, you just a genuine person, like, you just love God, you love people, all of that stuff, they will use the crap out of you, and then they will take the benefits or whatever from you who actually can help their life, and then they will go to the people who are destroying them, like, and they will take it and try to please them or please themselves with them. This is how the enemy does. See, the enemy is so evil and wicked. He hates the people that's serving him. So
Woo.
what he does is he gives them an
Yes.
appetite for his own kind, who's
Yeah.
destroying them. They're going to take them
Yes.
out, and they can't even see it. They can't put one plus one together and see that it equal two. You
But you know
dealing with
what?
this stuff, and everything is falling apart in your life. The enemy is coming to steal, kill, and destroy. They be like, "Well, I'm gonna go out with pleasure." No, you're not. You're gonna go out tormenting, because you're a miserable person. Because you're making other people miserable. You have a miserable energy. Your field
But
is miserable, and every time you talk to somebody, they got to be sitting there talking to you miserable with you. That's the only way y'all can agree. If
yeah.
y'all talking about somebody miserable, putting word curses out there, that's how it go. But when you word cursing wrong people and y'all in agreement, and somebody know how to cancel stuff, hey man, stuff gonna be, God is involved. Once that's involved, it's just too much shielding and blocking, because he said the shield of faith, it quenches fiery darts. So there's a lot of things that we get protected from that these birds don't even know that we protected from, but they still, there's so much on this binge of destruction. They have to keep destroying and being around more people to destroy, get more people in their body to destroy their bodies, to destroy their health. It's all destruction and abuse. And
And
that's
these
it.
people be having near death experiences and don't see that as a blessing. It's not a wake up call for them. They see that as power, and
Mm-hmm.
that there's nothing can stop them. And they get more bold and get emboldened to do more and more to people. And they choose to pick people like us because they see our kindness as weakness. You know how a bully pick out somebody that they want to bully? They see that
Mm-hmm.
that person is not going to fight back, and so
Right.
that's the person that they're
That's
going
who
to
they're
pick
looking
on.
for.
And they
Man,
pick on people who follow God because the Bible says turn the other cheek. They tend to pick on people like us because they don't know, but at the same time they need to understand that God did use a David, and he was a murderer. So they need to understand that too, because some things God allowed things to happen because some people do need to be removed from this earth. These people are demons. They are evil. A lot of people wonder why they get into a relationship, because you're the savings account. You're the backup plan.
that's it.
You just something there. What they
That's
want is out there in the streets.
in the
You gonna be somebody when times get hard. You know how you got that money put away for when times get hard.
mm-hmm.
That's what you are. That's all you are to
That's
them.
it.
So they won't have a day with a cold sheet. That's all that is. They post all that stuff on the internet, trips and everything. It's all for validation.
That's
That's
Nobody's
it.
it.
gonna praise that
That
next
is
woman that they
it.
went to. Y'all
That
think
is
that they
it.
always talking about, oh, you with a new girl? No, everybody looking at all that other stuff that they post and all that stuff they say. You think they gonna, before they post vacations and money, they gonna post them with a new girl just kissing? That's just a new girl.
Don't know.
They gotta
That's the
put other stuff with it too to sell it.
and y'all don't really realize, especially if you got a call on your life. Guess who they getting next? The witch. Y'all really gotta understand that this is spiritual. They are getting a witch, or somebody, if it's a guy or reverse or whatever. Witch and warlocks are coming after chosen. That's it. That person is there only to take them out. That person does not have the anointing. That person does not have the bright light. There is not, it's not the person, like it's not you that is what's drawing people. It's God in you, because God is love, because God has something in each and everybody. They are drawn to him. Even Satan got to be around them, even though he can't stand them. He's so upset that he can never be in his presence like he want to, that he always got to still be around his people, because he remember how it used to be. God is so good that the enemy can't even forget how good he used to be, and he just got to be around that light, because he remember he used to have it and he can never have it. So his
You go.
children, they understand too, that is something I can never have, because I keep choosing darkness. You can
Mm,
never understand how it feels to have an unconditional love flow if you never had an unconditional love flow, because it supersedes anything on this earth. You would not care about money the way that you do if you ever felt the touch of his love. But because most people are angry at God because of the choices they made and the way the life turned out, and then they probably lost a few people, they're mad at God. They decide, I'm gonna go pagan, I'm gonna do a cult, I'm gonna do all this other stuff,
there
because
you go.
they're angry at the very one who can save them. When his children come, oh, I can't stand them. They think they all that. I bet I can make them fall. I bet I can do it. What y'all think? I bet I get some proof. That's how they think, because they just like they daddy the devil. But they daddy the devil is defeated. So everybody on here that is rocking with God, just chill out, be still. That's why he say turn the other cheek. It's harder to do that. It's easier to go and be vengeful, because that comes in your human nature. It's harder to pray for them, because you understand it's for spiritual, and let God handle it. Because what God is going to do, he going to prepare a table for you in the presence of your enemy. They going to
But
see your come up so fast that they head going to spin, because they sitting up here, they doing spells, and they like, how come every time I do a spell to curse her, more money is coming? Y'all better read in Numbers what happened. You
let
can't
me
curse what God has blessed. You can't bless what God has cursed. When he does it, it's finished.
But
That's
let me
it.
say this too, though. I want to prepare y'all for this because you know what? It's all good and dandy. You know, you want to God to show them you prospering in life and all of that, but what that doesn't impress them, because just like they know they lost it, you could lose it too. And so that type of stuff is not really impressing them. What you know what have the biggest piece of revenge that you could get on these people is getting your life right with God, and knowing that, preparing for death when you leave here, knowing you going somewhere that they ain't going. That's something they'll never have. And
Whoa,
that's why they be so hell bent on
whoa.
targeting you, because they already know where they're going. They already know what their fate is.
They
They know what
already
their
there.
destiny is. And
They
that's the
already
thing,
there.
Satan hate too. He know dark is attracted to light, but it know it cannot exist. And that's what he hate about us. It cannot
Ooh,
exist in the light. And that's what he hate.
And
ooh,
that vessel,
hold it.
sometimes God do
Hold
have mercy. That vessel can get saved. Like he wants to save everyone. He really does. He say it's not his will that
it.
any perish, but all come to repentance. He's working on them until the end. Because at birth, Jesus said he died for all. He works for them. He said even when they're faithless, he remains faithful because he can't turn on himself. So what he does is he still try, even though they reject him. But this is not to get toxic hope. He told us, and trust me, I learned hard lessons. Just hard lessons. He said, "Stay away." Okay.
Did you?
Then when he say that, you just stay away. You just got to do what he say. Because if you don't do what he say,
There you go.
and
Put it
then
down.
you end up in a pit, you might
Put it
not get
down.
out of it.
Put it down. You
You
going
might not
you
get
gonna,
out
you
of it, bro. You will be sitting there
gonna,
smoking, cussing,
gonna
drinking,
get it.
sexing,
You're
doing
gonna get
everything,
it.
and
You're gonna get it.
you
Man,
you gonna
listen.
get your
I'm
butt
telling
kicked.
y'all.
Okay.
I'm telling y'all,
Whew.
man, that is we're gonna rock out on that one right there. Just darkness and light both can't exist at the same time.
It just
Do
don't.
y'all understand that darkness cannot exist when a light is around?
Mm-mm.
Y'all wonder, the only way darkness can exist is if they put your light out. That's the only way it can
Yep.
exist, is if it puts your light out. So you have to be destroyed. Your light has to be destroyed. That's the only way darkness gets to exist, y'all.
Yep.
Hey, listen, let me get these super chats out the way. Brother Hype Man, thank you, sir, for that super chat. He said, when you don't have God, you have nothing, no matter what do you have. But when you do have God, you have everything, no matter what you don't have. All right, brother.
Let
Well,
me just say this to that. The Bible says, what
Holy.
good is a man if he gains the world and loses his own soul?
yeah,
Woo!
it's so
There
people are selling their
it is.
soul.
There it is. My
Yep.
man Christopher, thank you, sir, for that super chat. Said, like the podcast, narcissists are trash and their behavior is disgusting. Indifference works with these stupid idiots.
Not in this day.
I
They ain't
don't,
And,
got
and
to work.
people
know.
feel
Heck
like,
no.
Yeah, for
and
real. Like,
that stupidity is, it's like a pity in there. There's a pity spirit in there, and that
right,
pity spirit make men
right.
think, because my brother be falling for. No, she don't know enough. My talking about my grandmother messed her up. No, 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 no. She was already in the witchcraft when she was in school. When she was, her parents taught her that. They take you and they teach you how to do the altar stuff or whatever. That was already happening in high school. This person hates God, but it's bewitchment, because there's nothing, there's no appearance, there is nothing about this person that will make somebody so bewitched or confused or just deceived about reality, other than spell work. And then they turn on you, because anybody that's a truth teller, hey, it don't matter who the narc is. They can be the family member, they can be a co-worker, they can be a partner, they can be whatever. That narc hates you out of all people. And you just be sitting there like, what did I do? I ain't even in it.
That's because you can see through them. That's the thing. You don't
That's
even
what you
have
just
to be a
feel.
truth teller. You could just be somebody that disagree with the stuff that they're doing. You could see them do something and shake your head in disbelief or disgust, and they hate you for it, because you can see them for who they are. They want you to sit there, shut up, and be quiet while they do dirt to people. while they
Right
rip
there.
people off, while they
Right there.
steal people money, steal
Ooh,
people
come on.
identity, blow
Come on.
up people cars. No
Come on.
matter what they do in life, you're not supposed to say anything. You're not supposed to look at them different. You're
Mm,
not supposed to bat an eye. They want you to either
mm.
go along or shut up. That's
That's it.
exactly what they want from you.
That is absolutely, man, if they could have their way just for a couple of days and they could just make you shut up and take it, just shut up and deal with it and stop always doing this and just letting just act like it ain't nothing wrong with it. That would be perfect with them. They do not get tired of trying. The thing that I look at is they don't have an issue with doing dirt.
No.
They just have an issue with the consequence. Like, who even thinks like that? Like, normal people understand that, man, if you keep doing this, you're going to keep getting this result. They
Mm-hmm.
don't care. They do not.
They don't care.
They want to do the dirt. They want to do the dirt, and they still don't want the karma that comes with that dirt.
Because they're going to blame you for it. They're going to blame the world.
Yeah,
They're going to blame everybody for the consequences of their actions.
everybody.
Because everybody, something somewhere in America, somewhere in Alaska, pushed them to do what they needed to do. And so
Yeah.
therefore it's your fault because I'm this person that it's not supposed to happen to. It's that entitlement. They do stuff to people and feel like they're supposed to get away with it. Like a
Yes.
person that's not supposed to report a crime. A person
Mm-hmm.
that's not supposed to get at them for what they did. That's what y'all don't understand. Revenge is not necessary because the streets is cold, baby, and it's gonna get them. We don't need
They
to
already.
touch the streets. They out there in the streets, and it's cold. They have ice in their veins,
Ooh.
ice water in their
If you dealing with the
trust
devil,
me
Hear
when
that?
I tell you. And then
you
too, they want you to be a doormat. This is how repugnant they are. I was gonna say the read word, but they
Don't
want
say
you
that.
to be a doormat and then hate you for being it.
There you go. That's real right there. They want to be able to dog you and mistreat you and act like you are a nothing. And
that's
then,
it.
and when you
It's
do it, and when you allow it, they can't stand you for it. Like, why would you allow that?
catch
Ugh,
22. That's
ugh.
what you're gonna be.
Wow.
Anytime you're dealing with a narcissist, if you're not of their kind, you're just going to be in a catch 22. They hate you if you do what they want you to do. They hate you if you don't do it. If you do it and whatever they say, you're weak, you're this, you need to learn this or whatever. If you don't do it, you're not submissive. You know, any man that got to keep talking about submissive and a woman, you got to be submissive, you got to be submissive. That's because you're dealing with Jezebel. Jezebel ain't never submissive. If you're dealing with a virtuous woman, that come natural. It already come natural. If you submitted to God, that woman is submitted to you because God is a God of order. He's not going to go against his own spirit. So if you have to tell
Hold
a
up. Hey,
woman
Keith.
or keep talking about
Hey,
submissive,
Keith.
that's because you're dealing with
You
unsubmissive
own it.
women. Jezebel
Keith.
is not submissive.
Keith. Keith, you own it. You own it right there.
Ain't nobody going to make
I say
Jezebel
that.
submit. That's
I say that.
that's what she does not do.
But look, I say that because now I'm starting to see a lot more women stand up and call the Jezebel out because women understand that other women ain't going to receive it from men. It's going to take women. And the same thing going to be for the men. The no
Yeah.
good men, they're not going to receive it. And that part right there is pivotal. I mean, that is a big part of this. If we always talking about we want this and we want that and we want that, and you're absolutely right. Then stop picking the 304. Stop picking females with no integrity. Stop picking somebody who done already told you, I don't cook, I don't clean, I got this big ring.
See,
I
we
got
think
this
that
watch.
submissive means cooking and cleaning, don't we? We think
I
that.
got this
That's not
waffle.
it.
I got
A
this.
Jezebel cooks and clean. Jezebel will cook and clean. They
Oh,
all
yeah,
the women in my
definitely
family know
will.
how to cook and they know how to clean. They also know how to destroy a man to nothing. And some of them, all of them got a man that ain't living. All of them have a man that it was out of here prematurely, okay, under 40. So, and the teenagers, they got they teen numbers already. They are taking them out. These men are having catastrophes where they are in front of them getting unalived. Okay, this is how dangerous being with a Jezebel immoral woman is, especially third, fourth generation one. These new ones coming out, these young things that everybody like, hey, they into some dark stuff, generational. They more wicked than
Mhm.
their ancestors. So understand, you deal with them, you're not, it's done. There's nothing you can do with that. They can cook, they can clean. Babe, hey babe. I hear my time like, hey babe, they sit with them all the time. Cause where they gonna go? They ain't really doing career things. They just, here and there. So they got time to hang with you, laugh at your stuff. They hate you. I understand when a person leaves, when a man leaves, the conversation that goes on with the women, oh guys, I'm so glad they leave. I can't stand them. I can't wait. That's why I can't wait until I can get this dude so I can get this money from him. Then I can get rid of him because he lame. That's what they say. They be like, oh, he lame. That's the one that they're gonna bring around the family, the lame one, the one they consider lame,
Yeah.
because that's the one that's gonna go to those things to try to impress
Yeah,
the Jezebel. They know that. The
there
ones
you
that they deal with, the hardcores, like I got some nephews that be with them players, football players and all of them. Hey, them, they can't stand them. But that's the ones that they will rock with. They will drop the lane to go be with the player of the nephew in them. And because that's they can. They
Because
want to
they're
floss
not
and
looking
showboat.
for love. They're looking
They're
for
not
what they
looking for
can get
love.
out of it. Just
Yes,
like that woman who was teaching women how to get with these players and stuff for their money. Don't worry
yep,
about if you cheat, just get the money. They
that's
have
it.
a goal in mind that nobody's looking for love, nobody but us.
Mm-mm.
go.
And
There you go. It's a
they
And
transaction.
know this.
yeah,
I just literally, y'all believe that these people go be with somebody because they cook, they clean, they do this. I just literally booted this man out of here just now because he keep coming back. He was coming every Friday. Now it's every other Friday talking about can we talk. We could have talked 4 years ago. There's
that,
nothing to talk about. They come back. They're not doing good at
after
all. The
12 years, that
streets
come
is
back.
not
12 minutes, that
nice.
come back.
The grass was
Look,
not
China,
greener
China,
on
no,
the
no,
side.
China, no, don't say he back. Don't say the grass wasn't green. Don't say the grass wasn't green over there. Please.
I know the consequences was
Give
greener on the other side.
cause look,
Mm.
I'm saying that when you telling people real accounts that the grass wasn't greener, people be believing, nah, man, they went off and they successful. They went off and life is great for them, and that's why they still over there and their life is perfect.
Right. Never. It's never like that. Trust me, it is never like that. They get with somebody that is worse. The only reason why they are together, the only reason why the 20 years ago, the only reason why they are together is because they do curses and altars on me. They went to Haiti. They got stuff with my name on it. Like this is the things. Yeah, they went to Haiti. They over there in Haiti now. I'm telling you, I just got handed the biz. Okay, this is some stuff. When I say these people are into some things that you would not believe, they were already cutting chicken heads and stuff on the altar with my name on it against me, my business, anybody I deal with or anything like that. That's what they're doing. Now they're going to Haiti. They told my children this. My daughter recorded it. Yeah, they was like, oh, Keisha, this and that. We
That's
gonna
crazy.
we gonna come against her business. We about to have money. We gonna transfer this. It ain't worked. It haven't worked in 20 years.
That's
Once
crazy.
he After year one, you should have stopped. They got a bunch of broke down cars in their yard. They sitting here in this jacked up place. People are not living around them, their own siblings. Their children are sickly. It's stuff that you gotta know what they're doing, because you gotta cover your children. When the lawnmower blew up, yeah, these people are that ratchet. They put their own child on the altar, okay, as a sacrifice, your child. So you gotta make sure
There you
you're
go.
covering, like you're praying,
There you
just
go.
praying. All you got basic prayer. I cancel curses, hexes, vexes against my children, all of that, because these birds, when I say they literally collected money to go here to Haiti to pray, or New Orleans to get a Haiti priest to because they got to stay in a certain territory to put a curse or send some stuff to me. I dealt with these daggone witchcraft warlock type of fly things. Man, I'm telling you, when I say you got to really understand who you are, especially with the moon blinking. You got some people out here that are desperate to destroy you, that you done left, that you think is happy. They are not happy. They are sitting there trying to
Man,
plot on you, both of them on all the pages, sitting there monitoring every move that I make. Sometimes they be on this show monitoring. They just can't stop watching. In 20 years, they're not successfully
you know
working.
what?
They're not doing anything with their life. They are sitting there watching. And then this bird had the nerve to say a few years back, when she left, because she can't stand them, she said she liked girls. When she left one time, he said, I just I just want my family back. I always wanted to be married. That's why I never married her. They try to make you say the N word. I said, because I just like, because that stuff will make you do, because you just like,
Man,
what the F? That would never, ever, ever happen.
This woman, like women, she's trisexual. She'll try anything.
Yeah,
And that's all of them. They'll
that's
try
all of
anything. They'll
them.
try animal. They'll try
Yes.
a human. They'll try
Mm-hmm.
a
anything
spirit if
for
they could.
attention.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? These people, it's just misery all over this
Yeah.
people, and they
Man,
do spells, and that's why the Bible say, cease. I mean, pray without ceasing. You
Yeah.
supposed to pray consistently, even in restaurants when you're eating, because you don't know what people putting on your food. What we don't even know nowadays, people will walk past you and do like this and put a spell on you, and you wouldn't even know it. I don't like.
woo! Do
And
y'all
And they
y'all
gonna choke out here.
very, very careful.
do
Stop letting
y'all hear
people
that?
touch you. Pray over your food. I don't care where you get it from. Pray that no harm come to you and your family and your household over your food, because it's serious business out there.
I
It
say,
is
I
it
got
is
jacked up.
worse. It is worse than serious out there, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, ladies, man, we gonna wrap this up, man. I want to give these people something they can take through the weekend, man. Let them know about that betrayal. Give them something to get them through the
Betrayal.
weekend into
Why you
next.
were sent a narcissist? You were sent a narcissist in this time and hour, because we're at the end of this, to betray you. Because betrayal is the only pain that can shatter you enough to break your spirit. The Bible, it talk about in scripture that it say when you dealing with an immoral woman, the immoral woman has a two-edged sword. And why do it say immoral woman and not immoral man? Because the man is the picker, right? When you're dealing with an immoral woman, that woman has the ability to separate you from your spirit, from yourself. It brings a spiritual death that can happen. Just like the sword of Christ, the word of God, it say that's a two-edged sword. His word can separate the other spirits, the wicked spirits, from the soul, and then he merged himself with you. So those two-edged swords are only mentioned at two times. You got a wicked tree, that other mother, the tree of knowledge, that other mother, the mystic that they all talking about, the black snake wicked thing, the mother, and then you have the tree of Yeshua. That's the tree. That tree, one of them trees, or both. If you double-minded, I was double-minded. I had two trees. It's attached to your brain and spinal cord, your nervous system. Your nervous system programs everything that you do, say, speak, all of that. It programs your genes, your expression. That's what that does. So one of those influences, you're going to either be influenced by light, God energy, or you're going to be influenced by dark energy. That's it. God, dark. No other ones. No dark light over here. No yin yang stuff. That ain't it. God or Satan. That's it. And so whichever one that you choose daily, that you want to submit to, that's your free will choice. That's the kingdom that's going to rule you. So everything that comes with that kingdom it's gonna be your life. That's gonna be the outcome. You just look around in your life and you can see what kingdom you rocking with. These people, these betrayers, when they fragment you, when they break you and they crush you, that is a time where you can either God gonna come for you because he stay close to the broken heart, or you gonna reject him and be angry at him and you gonna go full dark. Usually that's what happens with a betrayal trauma because it's an anguish, it's an agony pain. That pain right there, that is a pain that literally you are having like an emotional death because the body don't know the difference between physical pain and emotional pain. So when you have a pain like that, that was mentioned when Christ sweat blood when he was in Gethsemane. That's the only time that that type of pain, agony, is mentioned in the entire scriptures. Was when he had to. It was a pain between two wheels. So when you are betrayed by a narcissist and you kind of contemplating, do I need to be with them and all of that stuff? You have seen the evidence that these people are evil, that they are the devil, they rocking with them. And now you are in a situation, you yourself with the light. Am I going to go dark with them? I want them back, or am I going to cry out to God and just let this go through this anguish, go through this pain, and let him heal me? That's the choice when you go through betrayal. But these people are sent in your life because we are at a time where those angels are reaping this harvest. And at first he said, let them all grow together, because a lot of us would have took that bullet for the narc. Now what he did, he exposed narcissists. And now we have a choice. Are we going to be the wheat, or are we going to go ahead and be the tear? The tears are showing themselves. The weeds, that's what they are. He making it so the veil is removed. And now you can tell the difference. Before, everybody was just like everybody. Now you seeing the evil in people that it's breaking you to the point, it's getting you out of this program that's automatic, and you shook and you're in so much pain. You either gonna cry out to God, or you gonna go full dark and surrender to that wicked, evil, narcissistic, demonic, warlock, witch person, whichever gender you with. And then that thing is gonna take you on a trail of destruction, and it's gonna be short-lived because we are at a time, God is not, his wrath is just pouring out. The cup full, the iniquity cup is full. So he just, it's so many people. You just look on Facebook, RIP, 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 RIP. That
Yeah.
is what's happening right now. We got to understand this is serious.
Yeah.
Get that narcissist out. That narcissist ain't trying to change. If that narcissist want to stay dark, they at war with God. Who can fight God? Nobody wins that. God ain't playing. He said, who
Yeah.
are they? God do not play. He be looking at them. Who are you that I need to answer to you? The only reason a lot of times that we ain't really seeing these narcissists go through stuff because we are still in the way. God, like, I can't do nothing. The stuff that's about to happen to this one, you in the way, you gonna get hurt. Move out the way. This one I gotta deal with. This is already done. You don't know how many people they took out. God is out. He like, move out the way. You know, that's it. When he's snatching you out of that, just let it happen, because there is a reason. There are things happening that has been released. Move out of his way. Because you helping a narcissist, you're going to get your butt kicked. That narcissist got the main one with the knife stabbing you in the back. You up here trying to protect him and protect her or him, whichever one. You standing there trying to fight all the things in front of them. They constantly stabbing you in your spinal cord, paralyzing you. And you don't, you sitting up here like, dang, can you quit stabbing me, please? I'm trying to help you. And like, I'm trying to kill you. Can't you see what I'm doing to you? Dang, you dumb.
Yeah.
That's them. So we got to understand what we dealing with, the devil and his children. That's all I'm going to say about that betrayal. Because I had enough. Okay. I had enough. I had enough.
We see. We
They
see.
for the wrong one, bro. I had enough.
What I'm
So
gonna
good.
guys with is, we sit there and we be like, oh, they backdoored us, they betrayed us. But you know what? The betrayal started with themselves. They
Mhm.
betrayed themselves before they betrayed us. But they betrayed themselves far worse than they did us, because they sold their soul into a place that not even Jesus' blood can buy back. They've gone. Somebody in here said, pray for them. God said, you praying to God for somebody he already cursed. You praying for somebody that God cursed. He turned them over to their desires. And that's
Mhm.
where they choose to be. Our prayers is not going to work. They need to go to God themselves. Everybody need to go to God themselves for their own sins, for their own accountability. So you could sit there and pray for a person all day long, but at the end of the day, if they don't seek God, there's no redemption for them.
Mm-mm.
These people, all they know is betrayal because they have been betrayed. All they know is pain, to issue pain, because that's all they know is pain.
Yeah.
People were mental and destroyed way before they got to us. And so we're literally dealing with mental patients. We just don't know it because they're functioning. These people know how to go to a job and hold their anger, talk to their boss with respect, talk to their
Mm.
with
Whoa.
respect,
Whoa.
how to do all that.
Yes. Yes. Ain't that something?
Mm-hmm.
They know how to
Woo.
do all of that. But
Yeah.
when it comes to us, we don't deserve it. We
Woo.
deserve to lick their boot. That's all that we're there for.
That's it.
They'll give us their ass to kiss. That's it.
All day,
Right.
every time.
They run
Every time.
and do all this other stuff for new people, and y'all sit there like, oh, he's giving her everything I want, and he gonna give her everything she don't want when he ready to give it to her. Y'all just seeing this part right now, because we are so blind that we're not seeing how they left the relationship with us and was
There you go.
instantly into another situation. How in the heck is that gonna be good? It's not. It never lasts. They, like they say, anything that lasts over 6 months, a rebound becomes very toxic. So imagine that.
Come on.
People, they get them, they lose them how they get them. And then these people, other
Mm.
people, be narcissists, they stalk you, they talk crap to you, they still mad at you 4 5 years later for what they did to you. How
Wow.
dare you
They did to
get
you.
Wow.
mad
Right.
at me for what I did to you?
Yeah. I don't appreciate what I did to you.
Right.
And
You're
yeah.
like, why you got altars on me? I gave him to you. I said I gave him to you free and clear. I just took my favor. I was
It
like,
was
you can have him.
Keisha. They like to feel like that they're behind every decision that was made. And when you give that person up freely, they don't want them because they don't feel like they took something or they inflicted pain on you. And that's why it's always with these people, except the breakup. They break up with you, let them creatures go.
Then she asked, can she work
Oh,
with me? She's
Ooh.
like, hey, can I work at your clinic? I know you got this and that. What the? I'm telling you, you just be like, what the F? You just be sitting here like, all right, God, I'm trying not to say no bad
Somebody,
words. Like,
somebody make it make sense.
right.
it don't ever make sense.
To
Oh
lead
my goodness, man.
people
Well,
to that.
all I'm gonna do at the end of this show here tonight is reiterate. If y'all don't hear nothing else, if you can't visualize anything else, understand that darkness and light cannot exist together. Okay? One of y'all can't exist. It's either gonna be the darkness or the light. And you gotta decide. That's what it's about. Hey, Peachy P, I think we would love to answer your question. You gotta give us more details. Maybe next week we'll try to check that out. Because it seemed like a lot of people deal with stuff like that with that in-law situation. We'll tap into
The mother witch.
it. We'll tap into it. Hey
Sarah.
y'all, man, we gonna leave y'all just like we came in here with nothing but peace and love, and
So,
soul
Shay.
train.
Bye, guys.
Y'all next
Bye.
week. Everybody have a wonderful weekend.
You
Yes,
too.
indeed.
Bye.
Be careful out here in these streets. Good God. Thank you, ladies. It's been an incredible night as usual. Y'all did your thing to the thing. Yes, Lord. Good night, everybody.